This episode is brought to you by Pulsar.
There are people in this world. Okay, I'm gonna switch out from music and jump into this human being that I really like. This man, his name is Elon Musk.
Oh yeah.
He's created a company. Okay, fantastic लाग्छ के since we're talking about this, since we're talking about invention, of course there are great inventors. I could name the guy who made the car. I could name the guy who created electricity. I could name so many different people. That's all in history. In our lifetime, there've been inventors, people who actually sat down and invented. And there's just a few names that come to mind. Okay? Steve Jobs, pure genius, pure inventor. Now Elon Musk, pure inventor. At least I see it that way.
Yeah, of course.
Now I'm sure you've got billions of dollars and tons of people to help you out with. But when you think about it, this guy created this. Kosto interesting कुरा छ के. He created this thing called the flamethrower. Okay? I don't know if you've heard about.
I heard about somewhere.
You heard about this, right? He created this thing called the flamethrower. Okay? The guy who is thinking of putting people on Mars created this flamethrower. Okay? Literally, find out if you have a flamethrower. And somebody asked him, okay, why did you create a flamethrower? You can create anything in the world. Why did you make this? There you go. That's the
I think I've seen this picture.
Flamethrower. And you know what he said? His answer was, why not?
Why not? Yeah. That's what. Yeah.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah, I think Elon Musk is for me, is a perfect example of somebody who's not afraid to, do what he wants to do, He is always, I don't think he takes no for an answer. Like, usko लागि चाहिँ अब उले सोचे भने, okay, today I'm gonna put the people in Mars. भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ for everybody else is like, how is this possible? And for him is like, how is this not possible? So positivity, isn't it? He's got that amazing sense of positivity, that it is abilities that, like, Elon Musk is also a simple human being like us, right? And there may be smarter people than Elon Musk in this world. But the difference between Elon Musk and other people, I feel that Elon Musk has that balls to go ahead and do what he feels, right?
Yeah.
And he would not take no from anybody. I don't know, be it the president of the USA or like anybody. And that is what I feel is the most amazing thing about Elon Musk, is that he's so positive about everything that he does, and he feels that he can do it. Why not? And if we all were to take that attitude in life, we may not be Elon Musk tomorrow, but we will be somewhere.
Of course.
Which is not a bad thing.
Which is not a bad thing at all.
Right? So, त्यो मान्छेको जुन चाहिँ सेन्स अफ छ नि अब त्यो every day waking up to want to do something new, because knowing that life is limited and I have a certain amount of time to do what I have to do, and to think of things bigger than just the normal, like everybody has small things to do, but why don't we all think big things? Why don't we think of making a civilization in Mars?
Yeah.
Why can't we build electric cars which can drive on its own? Like those things, it's just a matter of thinking big, and which he is doing it, and then he's successful at it. That's the thing. Amazing part is he's so successful at whatever he does, right? And what he does is things which is out of the normal.
Exactly.
And he does it.
He nails it, I know.
He nails it, right? And the thing is, I wonder, like, how does it, of course, he's very intelligent, engineer man say, but I think it's just, he's great to be able to do it, and he doesn't think he's limited in any which way.
Yeah.
So he has tapped into that potential of limitless potential, that higher power, whatever you call it, that he's been able to do all of that. And
I like the word you used, which is called limitless. Okay?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard about Dr. Saab called Dr. Sanduk Ruit? Okay, Dr. Sanduk Ruit transformed how people go ahead and see. Right, open a picture of Dr. Sanduk Ruit. He came to the podcast.
See what?
So he's eye surgeon.
Is he? Okay.
इज आई सर्जन होइन डक्टर सन्दुक गुप्ता वाज इन द पडकास्ट तिलगङ्गा भन्ने हस्पिटल छ कि यता होइन इट वाज हिज ब्रेन चाइल्ड होइन हिज एन्ड हिज टिम्स ब्रेन चाइल्ड होइन द्याट्स द डक्टर साहब होइन इज oh my god, why can't I pronounce this right now? के भन्छ अरे just find out what we call Dr. Sanduk with optimal, oh my god, I can't pronounce it right now. Anyways, long story short, he intraocular lenses भनेर भन्छ कि होइन Dr. Saab was here, he's traveled all around the world. He's got the Padma Shri from India as well, and he's got hundreds of awards from all around the world. I believe there was a picture of him in North Korea with the North Koreans as well. Long story short, he's an inventor from Nepal. I'd love to call him an inventor as well.
Of course.
And they created this specific type of lenses to go ahead and fix cataract surgery in the easiest way possible. So he's done more than 130,000 surgeries by himself. But again, his lenses have transformed how cataract surgery is done, not just in Nepal, but around the world. Can you believe all those are created in Nepal and Tilganga? So to innovation भन्ने कुरा जुन छ नि हैन, it can come from anywhere जस्तो लाग्यो के मलाई हुन्छ नि.
Yeah, that reminds me of a certain quote. I think Steve Jobs ले भनेको हैन. Like I think it's
there you go.
That sort of also inspired me a lot. Sort of के भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ उसले भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ if you just walk around anywhere and then you just see things which has been invented, amazing things, whatever that is. But then also if you realize that all of these things were invented by people like you and me.
Exactly.
Exactly. Right? You and me.
Yeah.
So, which means to say that you can make it yourself. You can make it this as well.
Yeah.
It's just the attitude, switch of the attitude that, okay, this is great, this is thing. Let me try and do something about it. Let me try and maybe, make something better than this. Or, just the whole sheer fact of self-belief that you also can do this. Why only this guy?
Yeah.
भन्नाले चाहिँ that sort of changed the whole perspective of the way you think. Because so far we are just takers. We just accept whatever is given to us. Always. Be it anything.
Yeah.
But if tomorrow you would say that, okay, this is great, but I also would like to, let me see if I can do something better than this.
Yeah.
Why not?
Of course. The persistence,
So,
गरिरहनु पर्छ.
but I think people like Elon Musk and all of this have sort of, come from that kind of a space. Okay, the satellite was whatever, the last time satellite went to the moon was whatever. But what happened for the last whatever many years? Why there was no satellite coming to the moon? Whatever. So he said, okay, let me try it.
Yeah.
Let me try, right?
Yeah.
To shoot up satellites up in the space.
Starlink, isn't it called Starlink? Yeah, Starlink. There you go.
So he started doing it.
Yeah.
And then, of course, as you know, he's doing it.
He's doing that.
And similarly for every other kind of things, the Tesla or whatever. So the most important lesson for me to learn from people like this is that we all have the potential to do whatever anybody has done. It's just that we have to go ahead and try it and not just accept it and think that, okay, this is not my cup of tea or this is something which I can't do.
Yeah.
So limitless is the word. Yes, and that's what I feel. Azak Dinma, if you think Oscars or Grammys or things like that are only, it's not possible for us. But if people would push, I'm sure even people from Nepal or any other part of the world, like Korean movies started winning Oscars. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
Like, how come that is possible?
Who
would have thought that?
Since you use this word called possible, there is a fantastic movie that came out. It was Impossible Mission. And Nims Purza भन्ने Nims Dai.
Oh, big fan. Yeah.
There you go.
Of course, yeah.
I'm not going to be surprised if that movie wins an Oscar, man. I will not be surprised. हुन्छ नि
100%. Yeah, I would agree to that.
We need fantastic gems like that. We're gonna go ahead and make sure that they put.
Nimsda is another example of a limitless guy. He's just. I would do this one, but he just goes and make sure he does it. There's no second thought about it. Can you imagine that? So the thing is, can you imagine how much of second thought we have when we do things like, oh my God, this, that. We think of 100 things, yeah. Nimsda just comes, okay, what? 14 peaks, whatever, I'll do it.
7 months.
I mean, I can't even, that's what I'm saying. So,
Yeah.
impossible, I know.
Oh.
Got it, ule. How did he do it? He's just like you and me,
Yeah.
right? He has a certain physical fitness, which I'm sure, whatever. But the thing is, Nims Dai is a sole example of somebody who is so positive with his own, in his own abilities, that he has gone up and he did this. I mean, nobody's ever done this before, right?
Nobody.
Keep on yeah, he's a perfect role model for all of us, really.
If you give up, you die, man.
You die,
If you give up, you die. And
yeah,
with that one line that he said, it's not actual death. Okay? It's if you give up in basic tasks in life. Okay? If you give up, something inside you dies. Okay? It can be the smallest of the smallest thing. You know how I take that line. If in the morning I wake up and I don't make my bed, that means I'm giving up on making my bed. If I do not brush, that means I'm giving up on that. Okay? If I do not go and work out or do something, after the task, you're giving up on things.
If you don't have something to die for, you're not living.
Nice. Yeah.
Because then that's living. If you don't have something to die for, then that's no living. Then what are you living for?
If you love what we are doing, make sure that you subscribe and turn on notification. This episode is brought to you by Pulsar.